Hey guys, Delta here, and Star Wars Battlefront is alive! If you've been living under a rock the past week, EA announced a new Star Wars Battlefront at their E3 conference on Monday, and it's really the best case scenario. I talked about this in my last Battlefront video. DICE is developing a new Star Wars Battlefront. We have no idea when it's coming. It was really just an announcement trailer. It was a CGI 20-second long trailer just telling us, hey, we are making this. We have, development is just getting underway. DICE is wrapping up Battlefield 4 right now. They're also working on a new Mirror's Edge. Not Mirror's Edge 2, it is a prequel, so a new Mirror's Edge. But they are also working on Star Wars Battlefront. Yes, it's finally happening. And no, this is not Battlefront 3. This is not a sequel to the game we're seeing right now, Star Wars Battlefront 2. This is DICE's own take on the Battlefront series. It's a reboot. So with that in mind, I kind of wanted to take the opportunity to talk about what I want in the game. Let's start off. Lightsabers! Come on, it's Star Wars, you gotta have lightsabers. It's pretty common sense, but more heroes and villains, and the return of the assault mode. If you don't know what assault mode is, it's basically where you, in Battlefront 2 it was only available on Mos Eisley, and you get thrown together, no soldiers, just the various heroes that you can play as in the game on one side, then all the villains on the other. And you just have at it. You know, Darth Vader is fighting up against Han Solo, and Mace Windu against Boba Fett, and all these crazy combinations. Those were two less crazy ones. Those are just the ones I thought of right at the moment. Luke Skywalker and Darth Maul, there you go. You get these crazy combinations, seeing all these different, just iconic characters from the movies, both prequel and original trilogy, getting together and having at it, and it's so much fun. So bring that mode back with more heroes, more villains, and more maps, because you could only play it on one map in Battlefront 2. Second is also kind of common sense. It's something that I'm sure many fans are a little worried about, seeing as DICE is developing and they're known for first-person shooters. Keep it third-person. You know, that's Battlefront. We don't want it to be exactly... And DICE has said this themselves. They don't want this to be Battlefield Star Wars. So they're definitely going to make sure that they keep things different. They are their own series. Even though Battlefront is definitely inspired by Battlefield, they are their own series. So keep it third person, and if possible, throw in the option to let the people play in first person. It was that way in Battlefront and Battlefront 2. It's not like we're trying to get this game in esports, are we? I don't think it really matters if that option's there, and it doesn't really give anyone an advantage over the other. And of course, bigger scale. We're on the next generation console, 64 players, more vehicles, larger maps. And hell, if you can do the land-to-space thing that Free Radical was working on, where you can just hop in a ship down the ground and fly up into the space battle above, that would be awesome. That would just be fantastic. I'd go nuts. I'm honestly speechless over how amazing that would be. I'm speechless about the fact this game this is happening. This game came out, the game you're seeing on screen came out 8 years ago, and we're finally gonna get a new Battlefront. That's just insane. Okay, back to talking about, upping the scale. Throw in bots for multiplayer lobbies if they aren't full. It just makes sense, and you want to have as many guys out there as you can. You don't want to, get into a new lobby late at night and only have 8 people running around, right? So, let the bots go in there, and then, of course they disappear as more people join. And then, Destruction. DICE, Frostbite, hand in hand. But I don't think they should go full-on, all-out crazy destruction, Battlefield style. They should keep it a little more micro-destruction, destructible cover. I don't think the entire map should be torn down. It kind of messes with the dynamics of things too much. But absolutely, cover breaking down, stuff like that would be fantastic. Next, Return of Galactic Conquest. This was probably my favorite mode. I didn't go online too much on this game during its heyday, but I played Galactic Conquest a lot. It was like this sorta RPG, real-time strategy kind of thing, where you're basically going through and taking over planets one by one individually, and of course, then the AI could attack you back and take over one of the planets that you had just taken from them. That's awesome, and with the new generations of consoles, the new generation of consoles being so focused on connectivity, using second screen like smart glass, iPad, phones, all these various apps that do these cool things. You're seeing it done with Watch Dogs. That's the big one I could think of. But a lot of games are doing this, and it's really cool. They got to come up with some integration for that. That'd be really cool. A companion app would be awesome. But not just that, take it online. So you've taken a planet, and instead of the AI eventually deciding they're going to attack you and take it back and you have to defend that planet, that's another player off somewhere who's trying to invade the planet you have just taken. How freaking awesome would that be? Get Galactic Conquest online. That would be so much fun. I would play that for hundreds of hours. And finally, we just want this game, but give it to us when it's ready. Like you said at the end of the Mirror's Edge trailer, it's coming when it's ready. Don't give us a half-assed game. EA, I know you're trying to rebuild your reputation with gamers. That's part of the reason why you're giving us a new Battlefront. It's because you know the people want it, but don't screw it up. If you mess this up, if you mess the new Mirror's Edge up, you will have pissed so many people off, and it'll be even harder for you guys to rebuild your reputation. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, and subscribe, and if there's any more games you want me to cover specifically that were talked about at E3, leave them in the comments, and I'll do just that.